everyone. Good morning. Will you please welcome back to the stage Dan Galpin?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for getting here bright and early in the morning, for listening to us when we said things were starting a half an hour early. Welcome to everyone on the live stream and all the people who are watching in our viewing parties. So just a couple of notes about today. One is that we do not have lightning talks today. We only have 40 and 20-minute sessions, and please, try to stay for both 20-minute sessions if you can. Check the schedule one more time to make sure that you don't miss your favorite or perhaps least favorite engineer or topic at the office hours. And one more thing is, you probably noticed there was a schedule change this morning. The D8 and R8 talk is not happening because Mr. Wharton had a special project that he calls 23E, for those who are following him on Twitter, and we congratulate him on that. And so instead we'll have Trash Talk, which is a great talk with Chet and Romain happening in the other room. But the exciting part right now is that we have an esteemed group of people to be talking about the future of Android and foldable. Please welcome Andre, Adrian, and Jisun. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Adrian Roos. I'm a software engineer on the Android framework team. The AOSP emulator, so it will have support for simulating all those foldable and multi-display behaviors, as Andre also mentioned. Finally, some pointers on where you can find more information. In the following days, as I mentioned, we'll have this blog post up. There's also a Samsung developer site where you will find more information about Samsung's devices and their guidelines. And for testing your apps, the Samsung emulator will also be available on their website sometime in Q4. Okay. At this point, I would also like to thank you for all the amazing experiences you developers are building for Android. And we're really excited to see what you will do next and what you will create next on this new form factor of foldable devices. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Chris,
I'm Alan.
and we're here today to talk about the cost of a pixel, specifically the colors that you choose in your apps and how they directly affect the battery uses of your users' devices. So before we do that, we need to think about the actual
and you server, and then in the message have a lot of best practices and guidance on how you can help us to help users save battery in this Power Block series. Please visit to learn more. And we will be in the office hour this afternoon for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the Working with Work Manager session. My name is Samir Kataria. I'm a software engineer at Google.
Hi, my name is Rahul Ravikumar. I'm also a software engineer at Google.
And we both work on Android architecture. Section for Work Manager. There's the YouTube, on YouTube there's the Google I/O 2018 talk, which talks about all the basics in much greater length. Some of those APIs have changed a little bit, but it's still broadly a good thing to read or to listen to. And also, please file your feedback at our public issue tracker. Beta is coming. We were told that this morning or last morning as well, so we're kind of, we have to go back to work, but thanks a lot. Please visit all the Jetpack libraries on the web, and we'll be outside for any questions that you might have. Thanks.
Thanks.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us at Best Practices for Themes and Styles. I'm Alan.
Hi, my name is Nick Butcher.
And we're going to be talking about some ways to think about themes and styles.
And that's really it now. Whenever a user taps on the messages or the sync preference, the corresponding fragment will be automatically displayed to the user. So to wrap some things up, we've recently released 1.1 Alpha 1, so please, if you haven't already, get it. Try using dynamic summaries and other recent features. Please file any bugs and feature requests to this component on issuetracker.google.com. We've recently updated the Android settings guide to make use of the AndroidX preference library. Please check it out for further information on some of the things I've talked about in this talk and some other features out of the scope of this talk. And we're working on template for Android Studio as well as public samples demonstrating this new library coming soon. For more information on Android Jetpack, you can go to developer.android.com/jetpack. And thank you for listening.
Hey, my name is Cameron Ketchum. I work on the Material Design Components team, or MDC Android for short, and I work out of the New York City office.
And my name is Gautam Sujit. I also work on MDC Android, and I'm based in San Francisco.
Submit bug reports. We're trying to figure out what works best. Right now, we're taking bug reports at this issuetracker.google Bugganizer component, but we're looking at different ways to make it more obvious what we're working on and trying to integrate more with the community. And here's a few more resources. Material.io site is great, especially the Android section. Definitely check us out on Discord if you're interested in chatting with us or are interested in helping us have a PR, an idea for anything, just like come and chat with us. We have a tag on Stack Overflow. So if you have questions about implementation, you can ask something there. We're watching that and we'll respond. And then we have a few code labs. You can find the link to those code labs on this GitHub page. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for coming. We're going to be available for questions and answers at the break that's happening now.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me. My name is Ian Lake. I am a developer on the Android team, and I work on quite a few projects, but most notably the navigation architecture component, as well as fragments. Don't do it, right? If something is working, that's good. Keep it working, right? But if you're finding you're running into issues, you're having inconsistent behavior, right? Or you want to do things like shared view models, maybe that's the time to think about moving towards a single activity structure. So thank you. Q&A, if you're outside, really appreciate you all coming.
Hello, and welcome to the last session of Android Dev Summit, or the ultimate session, I think, which is called Get Animated. My name is Nick Butcher. I am a designer and engineer here at Google.
My name is Doris, and
or contact us online. Thanks very much.
Hello. So now it's time for a completely different session that'll last about 2 minutes long. We're just closing out the day here. I was personally curious whether you liked it or not. How many people like the Dev Summit? Hey. How many people didn't like the Dev Summit? And what are you doing here still at the end of the second day? All right, so maybe it works. That'd be cool. I think the people from my team and other teams at Google also liked what happened here this week. Both the community aspect, hearing from you and being able to talk to you much more, as well as being able to communicate a bunch of the content and information that we did. So hopefully we will hold this again. Hopefully it'll be a little less than 3 years next time. We just have to convince the people that actually write the checks there. So some of the favorite things that you saw this week, just shout out. What'd you see? Don't make it awkward. Motion layout, all right. What else? Preferences, nice, all right. Yeah, new little bit of thing coming out of the toolkit area. What else? Live data, yes, very cool. Low latency audio, yes, and live coding C++ in a 5-minute lightning talk. That was fun. What else? App bundles, nice, yes, more details on how to do that stuff. Cool. Kotlin native, all right, very interesting coming online. What else? I heard pair-side chat, which doesn't make any sense at all. Fireside, oh, you know, I've heard of that one. Yeah, fireside chat was fun. Actually, that was really fun today. People like the chat? Is that good? Awesome. Yeah, good questions, good discussion. I like that. There is everything available now, almost online already. Day 1 is already posted to YouTube. I heard earlier that day 2 is going to be live as early as like 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. So go back to your hotels or your homes, and instead of going to sleep, watch all of the content that you didn't get to catch this week. Highly encourage you to do that. Also, you will be getting a survey. Maybe it's even in your inbox right now. Please do fill it out. It's very important for us to know what landed, what didn't, what we can do better. We do actually read this stuff and pay very close attention to it, because if we're not doing something that is serving you, it's kind of pointless, right? So tell us what worked, tell us what didn't, tell us what we can improve, and we will do those things for you, because you are the reason that we're doing this. Let's see, anything else? I think that's about it. I am looking forward to doing another one of these. We just have to get them to do that, so hopefully we'll see you in 2021. In the meantime, in case you missed everything that happened in the last 2 days, we tried to capture it in 90 seconds.
Welcome to the 2018 Android Developer Summit. This is an event for developers by developers.
With over 2 billion devices, 750 billion apps downloaded every year, Android's developer community is growing hugely. We saw it more than double just in the past few years.
So the Android App Bundle makes it much simpler. With no additional developer work needed, the App Bundle now makes apps an average of 8% smaller to download for M+ devices.
We simply could not do this without you, so thank you.
As Dave just said, thank you. Thanks for coming.